Hello, everyone, and welcome. I believe I'm live. I must be live. Hello, everyone. Welcome. This is the inappropriate prophet, the appropriate prophet, the apostate prophet. Hello. How is everyone doing? Can everyone tell me if you hear me properly, if you see me, if you can see my face? Hello, hello, hello. Is the sound okay? Yeah. No one's telling me if the sound is okay. I guess it's okay. Hi, everyone. How is everyone doing? Hope everything is okay with you. Wonderful. Sound is great. Wonderful. Great. I even get informations in German. That's wonderful. Wonderful. Wunderbar. Dankeschön, Leute. That was a little bit of German. So I titled this live chat "The End of Islam." I don't know why I did that. There is no point to it, actually. Well, okay, there is. But before I start getting into why I named the live chat this way and into revealing a little bit of things that I'm going to make in the future, I would ask everyone to smash the like button. Treat the like button like it's a virgin and you are a true believer in Islam, and like you're going on jihad. And oh, there are Turkish people here. That's nice. But I don't want to see myself. I don't want to have my face in front of me. Just give me a second. Okay. So I have been gone for quite a while. I said, I believe it was 3 weeks ago or even more, that I'm making my last video for now, but that I will be back after about 2 hours or so. 2 weeks or so. What 2 hours? 2 weeks or so. But I took a break that lasted much longer than just 2 weeks, and that's because I had a lot of problems that I had to deal with during this whole break. I mentioned before that I had, that I had anxiety and different issues. I had to deal a lot with that stuff, but I'm coming back now. I'm coming back slowly. I'm still gonna make that whole all Quran mistakes stuff. But I changed the plan a little bit. I was going to make a all Quran verses video that was like about 1 to 2 hours long, but I thought, hey, that's not perfect. How about I just make a little series? I make a collection of 3 videos. One is scientific mistakes in the Quran, all of them. The second is factual, historic mistakes. And the third one is about all the absurdities in the Quran. I want to lay all of them down. The videos are going to be quite long, but I'll also make it concise. I'll keep it short. I'll explain everything therein. And it will be 3 videos. It will be awesome. So it will be much better than the actual plan that I had, because I thought many people probably don't want to watch a video that's more than an hour or up to 2 hours. So I want to make this set of videos. It will come very, very soon. I'm working on it, and I'm almost done. And once I have that done, I will also, of course, have material ready for to put all of that down in written text. If I have 3 videos on that already. So that will come soon. And in the end of this, I also plan on making a 4th video in which I'll make a conclusion, in which I'll make a summary of everything that I said, of all the mistakes in the Quran that I pointed out. And that will be called The Absolute Destruction of the Quran. And thereby we are starting the end of Islam. Yeah. I called this live chat "The End of Islam" because I for the first time on a live chat ever in the entire world, I am now here live with you, going to end Islam once and forever. No, I'm not, but I'm going to end it soon, and I'll come to that subject very quickly. Thanks to all those who are making super chats. I can't ignore that. Spiro Lanage, thank you so much. Julie Moore. Oh, I knew you would come. I knew you would be here. Thank you, Julie. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. So I mentioned before that I'm also preparing a book. I'm currently writing the book. I pretty much laid down the whole structure of the book. The book is supposed to be more of a combination of analyzing Islam, analyzing the Quran and Islam and Islamic history, general polemics about Islam and how it is incompatible with modern values and why people are slowly turning away from Islam. And I also want to combine that with my personal experience and my personal knowledge and education on Islam. And this video title has something to do with that book. That's a very blatant hint, but yeah. It will be a very nice book. I'm currently preparing it. I'm trying to, I want to finish the book at the end of this year. I want to have it published in 2020, if not earlier, if it really works very well. And I don't know what, I don't know what way to go with that book yet. I don't know if I can arrange a big publisher that I can publish that book with. If I can't do that, then I can probably publish it by myself with support that I can get here left and right. So I'm working on that, and I'll that will be amazing. All right. Other than that, I'm also wanting to get back to making normal videos now. I will make a video tomorrow. I'll approach the whole I'm back situation a little bit slowly. I want to make a small video to kind of warm up to the entire mistakes in the Quran stuff. And that video will be more about the hijab. I'll make another video soon about I don't know. I'm preparing a few things. I'm making very nice videos. I'm always making nice videos, but I'm currently preparing videos about a possible future under Islam, a dystopian story, and so on. I don't know. There is a lot of stuff to come. I want to get done with all the announcements that I have. People have a lot of questions. You all are making comments here, leaving a lot of questions here. So I want to get to that without taking too much of the time away from my announcements. I don't want to make it all about me, you know, just like Muhammad made it all about himself in the Quran. Okay. Now, I want to answer these super chats very quickly. And then after that, I also come to the regular comments, definitely. The thing is, people are spending money for the super chat, so I just can't ignore that. You know, it's like I feel my heart is breaking about that. It's not really breaking, but okay. Mike Castellano said, "ApostateProphet is literally saving civilization." I don't know. No, I take this very seriously. I want to. I take this whole Islam issue very seriously. I take the expansion of Islam into the West and into the rest of the world, into the West and into the rest of the world very seriously, which is also why I want to come out and contribute to making a change. I don't want. I have seen that culture. I have seen that religion. I've seen how it works, and I'm a child of the West. And I love the West. I have lived in both of these worlds, and I really don't want the West to be more and more Islamized and you know, come closer to Islam. And I also don't want Muslims to keep believing in Islam. I initially didn't want that to be my main aim, to address people and pull them out of Islam. But I think I'm kind of in that position where I think I should be doing that. I should be talking to Muslims directly and telling them about the mistakes in their religion, about the flawed mindset in their religion, and to convince more and more of them to come to the dark side, the bright side. I'm just kidding. But thank you for your comment. I take it humbly. Tom S said, "Good work." Thank you so very much, Tom. Julie Mora said, "You're looking good." Thank you, Julie. Anthony J. Pino said, "I applaud your work." Thank you so much. There is no question attached to these super chats. If you want to make super chats, you can feel free to attach questions to those super chats, so so they are not so I can answer those. I would gladly do that. Diacred said, "I hope and pray that Jesus revealed to you, brother, atheism is a nonsense. You have to meet the living God in your life." I appreciate your point of view. I appreciate your point of view if you are an atheist, an anti-theist, a Christian. If you're a Hindu and you're telling me all of these Western people are just talking nonsense and the realities on the Indian subcontinent, I don't know what you're telling me. I appreciate your opinion, but I don't agree with it. I respect most religions. I respect people having not having a religion. I'm a seeker. I'm really looking for the truth in life. I spend so much time every day. I've spent so much time forever just thinking about the meaning of life and what all of this is. And I don't know. Yeah, I respect that. Please respect me. I totally respect what you believe in, really. Unless it is Islam, in which case I still respect that you believe in a supernatural being, but I just don't respect the religion itself because it is very atrocious. But anyway, thank you so much. Political foolishness. You have a great channel. Thank you so much. Joe James, are you selling those stay away from Islam cups? I totally forgot that I put that there. You can see that, right? Yeah, here. I put that there because I wanted everyone to see it, because I kind of want that to be in the background. Of course, I know that, but I totally forgot that I did that. So yeah, stay away from Islam. On the front there is this Apostate Prophet thing. I changed these cups a little bit, where I made the logo a bit smaller so it looks a little bit better. But it says stay away from Islam. This is my favorite product so far. You can get that, by the way, on merch.apostateprophet.com, or if you go below in the description of this video, of this live chat, there is AP merchandise. You can click on the link and get it right away. If you get it now, you will get it now. And thank you so much. They are awesome. Wait. Let me here. Okay. Rivko said, will you be addressing the cave and the pathetic answers given in it? How about curing the poison from the fly wing by dipping the other wing? I did I made a video about the whole fly wing thing before, but I will definitely talk about it again in the future. Will you be addressing the cave? I believe you're talking about the cave that Muhammad went to receive revelations. If you're referring to anything else, please let me know. I'm also going to a cave occasionally to receive revelations, by the way, just so you know. Daycrit said, I love your work, and you're actually doing God's work. Thank you for saving so many souls by opening eyes to thousands and thousands of people. Again, I appreciate it very much. I appreciate it if you pray for me. I appreciate it if you express your opinion and your beliefs. Thank you very much, and keep doing that. I respect Christianity. I can say that very very openly, although there are so many people who think, oh, you're such a fake atheist when I do that. But I respect Christianity, and I have sympathy for it compared to a certain different religion. All right, thank you so much for your comment, by the way. Thanks everyone for coming. Thanks for joining. Like the like button. Don't forget to like the live chat. Maybe share it with your friends who are currently sitting at home and totally not caring about Islam and Apostate Prophet at all. Share it with your grandmothers and grandchildren. Let them watch this live chat as well, because it's very, very healthy. What am I talking about? No. All right, let me see. Let me look for comments. Thanks everyone for joining. Thanks for all the wonderful comments. Thanks for all the praises. I know I don't deserve them. I actually do deserve them, but I have to be humble. AP, read the Bible, Revelations especially. It's a fall book, instilling fear. You can read the Bible. You can have your own opinion about it. I can read it. I'm reading it. I'm forming my opinion about it too. The thing is, I kind of don't want to talk about evaluating different religions, because I established this specific work, this specific platform, this whole Apostate Prophet brand thing, in order to focus on criticizing Islam and focus on talking about Islam and related issues. I have so many other things that I would love to talk about what we as humans should do together, about what we should be striving for, about our future. I have so many different things that I would love to talk about, but I just think, why put so many divisive topics into this work that could otherwise be beautiful, that could otherwise be unite so many people on a very good mission, which is investigating Islam and helping people get out of this religion. Why would I do this, which works so wonderfully, which unites so many people, and then add so many divisive topics to this, and then just polarize the entire community? It's not necessary. I just don't believe that that's the right thing to do. Many people who are on YouTube, many people who are on social media, who who criticize religions, who advocate for religions, bring a lot of different stuff into it. They want to criticize all religions equally and all that stuff, and it just doesn't end up very well. And I don't want to do that. I just don't think it's necessary. Why shall we fight? Okay. Habibi said, when will you debate Ali Dawa? That guy doesn't want to debate me. He said before that he would love to talk to anyone who has more than 100,000 subscribers. And I talked to him when I had like 50,000. I arrived at 100,000 just a few months later. I'm at 130,000 now, but he keeps ignoring me. So what am I going to do about it? He can hang out with Muhammad Hijab. But nothing against you, Ali Dawa. I respect you as a as a human. I do. Come on. Sync PT said, how do I tell my family that I want to leave the Catholic Church? I'm only 14, but strongly disagree in Christianity. Just tell them. I don't believe that there is any big problem in. I've never heard of people having a big problem in telling their parents that they disagree with Christianity and the church. If you want to come out like that, try it. Of course, if you have a different situation, if it causes difficulties in your specific culture, approach it differently. Approach it in a calm manner, I would say. But yeah, I don't think I'm really in the position to talk about that. But thank you for your comments and your super chat. Janet Patridge said, I'm sorry. There's something in my throat. There's something in my throat. Throat, everybody. Throat. Janet Patridge said, I love your work and very much appreciate it, from New Zealand. Thank you very much, Janet. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Hope everything is fine down in New Zealand. Billy B made a $1 super chat. Thank you so much. Please feel free to attach questions to your super chats. The Indian said, please make more videos on India. Thank you. I kind of want to leave that to a different talk, but I have a little bit of a problem with something that I did recently, in which I made this video, which was very, very popular among the Indian audience. It has currently, I don't know, nearly 500,000 views. I published it like 1 month ago. It was about the Indian objection to Islam. But once I made that video, there have been a lot of unacceptable comments in the comment section. I really even I came to the point where I thought, was it really right of me to make this video? So then I thought I'll better step back and reconsider all the things that I say, especially when I talk about India and the Indian conflict with Islam, because it's a much more sensitive issue than it is with the West and Islam and Christianity and Islam, because the history of India and Islam is so much different from the history of Christianity and Islam. But yeah, I'll reconsider that in the future, and maybe I might do some more work about that in the future. But currently, I'm really not considering that. But thank you so much. Skeptical Dutch Turk said, please make a series of books and spread them everywhere. Even if your YouTube channel is shut down, we can spread it everywhere. I want to. I want to elaborate a bit more about my project with books. I was thinking of just writing an autobiography at one point, but I sat down recently and developed a whole structure, a chapter structure of a book that I want to publish at first. And that book is more of an analysis of the religion itself, of so many different issues of why apostasy is rising, if Islam is the fastest growing religion, and why it is the fastest growing religion, and so many things. What I think the future of Islam will be like. It will be a book of prophecy, because I'm the apostate prophet. And I thought of making a follow-up book after that. I think there would be a gap of like 1 year or so, but After that book, I also want to definitely write a book of an autobiography, or at least a memoir, in which I bring people closer to what Islam looked like in my world, from my perspective, growing up and becoming older, and so on. But yeah, I'm definitely planning on doing that. I also want to make different kinds of books in which I want to definitely argue about the Quran, Islamic history, and so on. But yeah, thank you so much. Why don't I see the super chat notifications? That's weird. Anyway, I see more super chats coming in. Julianne Hubert said, talking with a Muslim tonight, how should I start? I just I just had a thing in my mind. Anyway, start with Assalamu alaikum, peace be upon you. I don't know. Start with I don't know what it's about. Are you going to debate Islam with that person? If you're going to debate Islam, don't directly go into what a questionable, sweet and nice person Muhammad was, and what he did with little girls and women and so on. Although it's a very, very tempting thing to talk about, it's probably not the best thing to talk about first with a Muslim. So I would first talk about what they believe in, how they see their religion, how much they value their religion, what they like the most about their religion, and so on. And then I would slowly approach the situation and go into topics that contradict with the culture, with that person's worldview, with that person's current culture. Like I did this thing once, which I found very, very wonderful of myself. I'm just praising myself. I was in Turkey, and there was this girlfriend of a friend of mine, and she was a very secular person who valued women and women's rights issues very much. But she would also defend Islam, and she would tell me that there is really no reason for me to not believe in Islam, that it's probably my ignorance and stuff like that. I would just laugh at it. I would just take it lightly. And one day I just sat down with her and said, "You really want to discuss this issue with me? Fine. What do you think about women, like wife beating? What do you think about that? Do you think it is right or not?" I just talked a little bit about what she thinks about that issue, without ever bringing it to what the Quran says, or what Islamic scriptures say. And she was like, I really wanted her to speak all her thoughts about it before showing her the Quran verse, and before making it possible for her to defend it and to make excuses. And once she had all her opinion out, she told me everything that she thinks about wife beating. I brought her the Quran right in front of her, opened the page, and showed her the Quran verse. And then I showed her the different translations and interpretations of the Quran verse, and showed that the vast majority of interpretations and translations say that men can beat their wives if the wives behave arrogantly, or if they fear arrogance from their wives. And I don't know. I think she felt very horrible about it. I kind of felt bad about that, but she felt horrible about it. She tried to make excuses, tried to explain it in a way, tried to explain to me how it's in the man's hand to warn his wife. And I was like, but that's not what you believe in, as far as we remember from our discussion just 5 minutes ago. And she just really couldn't get out of that situation, but it made her think. She sat there and just thought about it silently for minutes. And I think that day something changed in her mind a little bit, and I'm happy about that. So I would suggest approaching the situation calmly, slowly, with a little bit of strategy, just to make them confront the fault by themselves, by putting it in front of them. That's my very humble suggestion. Thank you so much. Ahti Khairat said, Assalamu alaikum. Alaikum salam. Peace be upon you as well. Thank you for being here, Ahti, dear friend. I don't know if I'm supposed to talk very much about you, but thank you for being here. Steel Rain said, check out Morton Storm. I think Morton Storm sent me a message very recently. I'll look into that, but thanks for reminding me. I actually forgot that yesterday. all the other comments. There are so many comments. Thanks everyone for joining. Thanks for the participation, for the praises, for the questions. Thank you all so much. What do I think of Iran? Saif As al-Huswana. I think personally that the people of Iran are, in my very personal opinion, without making any, without putting nations and races above each other, whatever. I think that that the people of Iran are some of the best people in that whole region. That they are mostly very nice people, mostly very educated people, people that value education and goodness and stuff like that. But sadly, the country has fallen into this big problem known as the Islamic Revolution. But besides that, I just wish Iran to come back to its senses, to come back to freedom and return to being one of those glorious, developed, advanced, wonderful nations in the Middle East, because it was there once. It was even, in so many ways, it was much more developed than Turkey before it turned into an Islamic dictatorship, into a totalitarian system. And it's sad that that happens. I really like Iran. I sympathize with Iran. I have ancestry from Iran, but that's not why I like it. I actually liked Iran much longer before I found that out. Anyway, that's also a stupid thing, by the way. I don't have sympathy for something because I share ancestry. That's, maybe I do. I don't know. Don't tell anyone. Ian Rocco said, it would be awesome if you change your gimmick to stay away from all religions. Ian Rocco, it would be awesome if you agreed with what I'm saying. But thanks for your comment. Will Westernization help Muslims living in the West leave Islam? Asked by Catalina Paradox. I would say yes, it would. I think, I don't know, it's a sad, weird thing to say, but I think one of the reasons why I am currently this guy known as Apostate Prophet who goes on YouTube and talks about how horrible Islam is that is that I grew up in the West. And is that I was so interested in the West and in how people are in the West, in Western culture, and so on. And I think it contributes greatly to people losing their Islamic faith, and I value that very much. I think it is important that there is some interaction. It is probably not liked very much by many because they don't want the West to have too much Islamic influence. But I think for the Muslims, it is a great thing to be Westernized. And it's especially a good thing for them in that is a good thing for the rest of us, that they are Westernized. But thank you so much for your comment. Revolution Renaissance said with a super chat, I am the author of 11 books at firstcenturyministries.com and would love for you to check them out. I am the smartest Christian on earth, and you're the best imam. Looking forward to your book. Love Norway. I don't know if that's supposed to be a joke, but yeah, it's nice. If you are the smartest Christian, I want to officially congratulate you as the smartest Christian on earth. But and thank you so much. Wonderful. The Indian said, "Have you seen the Asian boss Muslim interview?" I did not. I don't know what you're referring to, but thanks. I'll go through the super chats very quickly again. Thanks everyone for joining. Thank you for all the participation, for the great comments. Don't forget to like the video and to use the share button and share this video with your distant relatives so that they may watch Apostate Prophet as well. And your entire neighborhood. Share it with your block and your school friends and the school friends of your children and so on. Anyway, Hypatia said with a super chat, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the super chat. Fear not progress in gene editing, for an eternity of sensual ecstasy awaits all humans who protect or aid in the creation of facilitated evolution. Soon you will see in your dreams visions of the gardens of exponential bliss, and know you must oppose Luddite fools. What is happening? What what am I reading? What? All right. Okay. Wonderful. Thank you so much for the super chat. I don't know what I'm reading, but I think it was a very interesting thing to read. Thank you so much. Hypatia. Isn't that a philosopher? It is, right? Yes, it is. I don't understand the relation, but that was a very interesting moment to have. Anyway, thanks for the super chat. I really appreciate it very, very much. And please elaborate on that. I'm really interested in what that is about. Sorry, I was just very confused by reading that. Red Eye Records 8 said, "How do I ask a Muslim what I did as a Christian to make him? How do I ask a Muslim what I did as a Christian to make him want to kill me, and what happens that it is in the Quran?" How do I ask a Muslim what I did as a Christian to make him want to kill me, and what happened? I really don't get it. I don't know if there's something wrong with the sentence structure, but I really don't get it. I don't know. I don't want to miss this. Thank you so much, Red Eye Records, but please elaborate on what you mean. I really don't get it. Maybe it's just me. Okay, different comments, regular comments. Thank you so much, everyone, for the participation, for the wonderful participation in comments. Delete Facebook said, "AP, where are you from originally? Dude, I love your videos so much." Thank you so much. I love my videos so much too. Just kidding. That's a very stupid thing to say. But thank you so much. No, I actually love my video. Come on, I love my videos. Okay, I'm making my videos and I'm putting so much effort in it, and I like what I'm doing. That's why I keep doing them. I think there is nothing wrong in saying this. Let me get out of this monologue. But thank you so much for that. I am originally from Germany, and my parents are originally from Turkey. So in Germany we call that a German Turk or a Turkish German. But yeah, that's where I'm from. And I'm currently living in the United States of America, which is an awesome place to live, especially if you want to criticize Islam and not be killed in Europe, or beaten up in Europe, or be hanged in the Islamic world somewhere. Another super chat by Ung427. Religion or any system of belief obstructs our natural ability to abide in reality itself, i.e. God. In reality itself, i.e. God. Okay, I get it. Yeah. But as said, I don't know. I made a thing about that before. I made a video about that quite recently, actually, in which I expressed why I don't criticize other religions. I don't know how much elaborate I've been in that, but I want to make a video about my whole thoughts about what I believe and what I don't believe in quite soon again. The thing is, I want to make a video about that. I kind of want to explain my inner world, my beliefs, what I believe in, what I value, and so on. But I also don't want to affect people's beliefs. I don't want to change people's beliefs. I have this thing, I keep thinking about our universe, about the belief in God, about process with or without religion, and all that stuff. But the thing is, no one knows anything right now. Even when we talk about the most substantiated scientific talking points about the existence of our planet and the universe and the origins and how far it will go and so on, most of our knowledge is based almost entirely on theories. And we look at the Big Bang, for example, which is also mostly based on a theory. Let me cut this short. I have my opinions. I have my thoughts about the origins, about life, about the meaning of life, and so on. I see that a person in this time could very easily change their opinions, could easily believe in so many things, could stop believing in so many things. A person could, in this time, adopt religious beliefs, could stop, could let go of religious beliefs, and most of us just don't know. Which is why I, as a person, as a regular person who thinks and questions very much, wouldn't like to go out and just put my position out there and expect everyone else to join me, to change their opinions. If people like to be Christians, I believe for some people it's nice to be Christians. I believe for some people it's good to be part of a different religion. I believe many people who are part of their religious beliefs, who are part of Christianity, for example, are very peaceful people, are in no way any harm to the rest of us, to the rest of the world. Just as much as many people who don't hold any religious beliefs are not harmful in any way to the rest of us. So why would I want to go out and fiercely change the religious beliefs of people? Why would I really want to do that? I don't think I'm in any position to do that. It would make me feel arrogant. The only thing that I'm on here about, where I think this is really very important, and I was part of this, and I kind of have a responsibility in this, is Islam. I don't want Islam to grow. I don't want Islamic apologists to present a false face, a false version of Islam in the West, in order to gain sympathy, in order to allow Islam to gain more, a wider audience in the West and more influence in the West. I don't want that to happen, which is why I, as a former Muslim, as a strictly practicing and learned former Muslim, feel like it is the best thing for me, that I have so much passion about, to go out there and to help reduce the influence of Islam and tell people not to believe in it. That's all. But thank you. Thank you so much. Now, that was a very long response to that, right? But thanks for your super chat. Thanks for sharing your opinion. I hope that was just clear enough. Ziggy Wolf in another super chat said, stop Islamization of Norway. CN, no, stop Islamization of Norway. Please stop it. I believe Norway is in a much better situation right now on the front against the Islamization of Europe. Wow, I could totally be shut down for just saying that phrase, the Islamization of Europe, which is nowadays associated with people that are labeled as far right. But yeah, there are so many people who believe in Islam who are happy about the claim that Muslims will be the majority in Europe. So it's totally fine to be worried about an Islamization of Europe. Anyway, I believe Norway is doing a very great job in general, and I really applaud that. Oliver Mandic said in a super chat, if you had 1 cent for every come on, are you kidding? Do I say that so much? Do I say so much? And I say it in a German Turk English way. Anyway, but thank you for your super chat. Chavat007 said in a super chat, translate your videos in an Indian language like Tamil, Malayalam, Hindi, Telugu, Kannada, and so on. You will have exceptional growth in your videos and subs, in your views and subs. Someone has to help me with that. Someone has to help me with all the languages. I would love to put a team together of people who would like to translate my videos into languages that I don't speak and understand, like Indian languages or other languages. But I would love to do that. I'm not able to do that on my own, and I think I would work with a company for that. I'm looking into that as well. I'll see. That's really necessary, kind of, in this time. I see kind of I see Turkish comments here a lot. Some people are talking among each other. Oh, someone asked me how good my Turkish is. It is pretty good, I believe. I don't know. It has become a little bit rusty. I have been in America for almost 2 years. I was in Turkey before that for 11 years. Oh, Gig TV is here. Gig TV is a Turkish YouTube channel that is also an atheist who talks about Islam and leaving Islam and so on. I think I've watched you a little bit before, but great job in what you're doing. Tebrikler. Yayınlarının devamını dilerim. Çok teşekkürler arkadaşım. That was a little bit of Turkish. Thanks everyone for being here. Thank you so much for the participation. Don't forget to like the now I said it again, like the like button. Don't forget to smash the like button. Treat it like the like button is a virgin and you want to go to heaven and you are a true jihad loving believer who really wants to go to heaven. The like button is a virgin. And also share this live chat with all your parents and all your children. Man. All right. Cheryl R. said, "Thank you, ApostateProphet, for being a kind atheist and sticking to criticizing the most truly evil, dangerous ideology and not the peaceful religions of the world. Oh, and stay away from Islam." Thank you, Cheryl. I'm happy that some people appreciate this. But thank you so much. No, I know that most appreciate it. I'm just being a jerk. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you for your super chat, Cheryl, by the way. If you want to make super chats, please attach questions to them so I can answer those questions. Herman Steinruck said, can't we just all get along, in a regular comment? I agree. Can't we all just get along? Apparently we can't. I don't know how many of you have seen this, but I've been quite active on Twitter during my whole break. And yesterday I made this tweet about how the hijab is not compatible with feminism, and then today I got such a big storm of angry people, of angry feminists, angry modern feminists, because I as a man had an opinion about feminism, which is a women's idea. So yeah, we can't even get along there. And I thought Islam was the only arena where people would just not understand your sentences and it just flood your inboxes with insults. But apparently it happens among other circles as well. Nothing here against feminists, by the way. Even if you're in California, do a great job. Just stop telling us that the hijab is a very wonderful and empowering thing. And thank you all for being here. Thank you all so much. Carlos Alberto Pinto Pixoto Bastos Santos said, "Thanks a lot for the very informative content and the way you presented. I'm an agnostic, but I was puzzled to understand actions perpetrated by the Islam believers, by Muslims. Greetings from Brazil." Thank you so much, Carlos. I appreciate it very, very much. Thank you for your super chat. Thank you for your well wishes, and thank you for your comment. And greetings to Brazil, by the way. I don't get it. I have quite an audience from Brazil. I mean, there are quite a lot of people who watch from Brazil. And before I did all of this, I never thought that Brazil was a country where I would have an audience from. So I didn't initially understand that, but apparently there are quite a lot of people in Brazil who actually care about all this stuff, and I don't know, it makes me happy. Hit the like button and share, said my wife here in the comment section. Thank you for being here. Let's say thanks to her, everyone. She's amazing. Fillerator said in a super chat, thank you so much. "If you want to understand life, then observe nature. All organisms, so far as we can see, follow the same pattern: birth, growth, maturity, decline, and death. It's the same for us humans." Interesting observation and nice comment. Thank you so much, by the way. Yeah. Jennifer Lisa said, "Just want to say I absolutely love you and your videos. I always love you and David Wood together. You guys are sharp and informative." Thank you so much. I love having live chats with David Wood. And we have kind of developed a little bit of a friendship, but I don't know. I get along so well with that guy. I feel even during my whole my whole phase where I was going through massive anxiety and couldn't even make live chats on my own or with anyone else. I thought, I can't do live chats with anyone, not by myself, but I can sit down and make live chats with David, because it's just it just works. It's very nice. But thank you so much, Jennifer. Stefan said you can't talk much about other religions because you only know Islam very well. I actually know a lot about Christianity and Judaism. I love to study those. I don't know as much about Hinduism, but yeah, I definitely know by far much more about Islam, which is why I like to talk about Islam more. Which is why I want to focus on Islam. And that's not the only reason I want to focus on Islam, as said, because I think that Islam is the problematic religion, while all the other religions are not necessarily as problematic as Islam. But yeah, thank you. Thanks for the participation, everyone. Thank you so much. You people are amazing. Julie Mora said, I can be your French translator. I don't know if you're serious about that, because you obviously have a lot of stuff to do. You are currently growing your own channel. By the way, everyone, Julie Mora has her own channel here on YouTube, which has been growing for quite a while, and looks very interesting, about Islam, about political things, about Canada, and so on. Very interesting talks, very nice channel. I would suggest subscribing if you are interested in a more Western, a more Canadian viewpoint. If you're just interested in other people than just this weird guy known as Apostate Prophet sitting here and talking about Islam all day. But yeah, but thanks, Julie. And if you seriously want to do that, I would love to work together with you. Thank you. Super David Pro said in a super chat, should we see a hijab the same way a Jews see a Nazi uniform? As the outfit of someone who subscribes an ideology that wants to harm us? I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't equate those two to each other. I don't think it works the same way. I wouldn't see it that way. But I would say most people, especially since most people who wear the hijab don't mean to wear the hijab in order to hate others or to establish a rule of supremacy and so on. In fact, many Muslims wear the hijab because they don't know anything else, because they were indoctrinated with it, because they grew up in that culture, because they didn't have a choice in it, and so on. It is an oppressive tool, and I'll probably publish a video about that tomorrow, which will be my first video as a comeback after this whole break. It is a tool of oppression. It is a horrible thing that people just shouldn't be defending, but I wouldn't say it's equal to a uniform of that kind. Yeah, Julie, if you want to talk about the whole French thing, I would love to. Contact me on Twitter or on a different platform. I don't know. I just miss these comments here. But thank you so much. And thanks to Mrs. Apostate. You are lovely. Thank you all so much for being here, for the participation. Don't forget to hit the like button, and don't forget to share this live chat with your grandparents and your grandchildren so that they can watch Apostate Prophet too. Okay, let's come to all the regular comments. I will be here for another 10 minutes, I believe. I don't want to keep this too long. I actually just wanted to be here for half an hour, but then I forgot to announce that it would only be half an hour, so I'll just make it an hour. Scott Cannon said, hope the best for you, Apostate Prophet. Thank you so much, Scott. Big hello from Texas. Braden Schulze, thank you so much, Braden. How do you think the world would be if the concept of religion didn't even exist? Sandy Captive, I don't believe such a world would be possible, because I think the concept of religion is a completely natural part of human existence and human development and nature. Seriously. Even from a completely non-religious point of view. At some point. Anyway. What do you think about Ataturk? Jordanian Christian asked me, what do I think about Ataturk? I believe that Ataturk did a lot of good stuff for the Turkish people, for the Turkish nation. He basically took the entire authoritarian Islamic Ottoman system and threw it into the garbage of history and established Turkey as a secular nation. Currently, the government in charge is trying to reverse all these things slowly, which I hope won't work. But yeah, Ataturk did a lot of great things for the people of Turkey, did a lot of great things for the further development of his own people, which I think was great. He also had certain flaws, I believe, that go into the direction of racial segregation in Turkey. Uh, but yeah, everyone has some good points, some bad points. Claire de Luna said David Wood is hilarious. I agree. Wow. Did you hear that? Thank you all so much for the participation. Waiting patiently for AP to come to Christ. Thank you, DB Bear. I appreciate that. Patrick Meyer said, I believe you're doing a great job. Thank you. I don't see questions here. Please ask me questions. Azane96 said, is your wife a German Turk? No, she is actually totally American. She's completely American. Why is there no terrorism in China? Asked by Bad Cat. Because there were acts of terrorism in China. I think there are still minor acts of terrorism in China, but China is currently really brutally cracking down on Muslims as a reaction to Islamic terrorism within the country. I don't know how much to think that that's a great thing to do, but it's taking really, really bad faces in many ways. All right. Anisha Khan said, AP, do you believe in Christianity? No, I said I sympathize with Christianity. I don't believe in it. And I respect it. I also respect your beliefs in... Oh, wait. You might be a Muslim, you might be a former Muslim, whatever. You might even be a convert to Hinduism. You might even be a Hindu. I don't know. But I respect the Hindu point of view as well. I just don't feel as personally close to it as I feel to Christianity, which I openly say without being afraid of being beaten up by angry anti-theists. I'm just kidding. That never happens. But yeah, that's personally what I think and believe. So I don't see what the big deal with it is. But thank you for your comment. Super David Pro said, why do they say the hijab is empowering then? Because it's a way to justify Islamic positions and Islamic belief and things that Muslim people and people of Islamic backgrounds do in the West. It is ridiculous. There is nothing empowering about the hijab. But let me not explain very much about it. I'll explain that tomorrow, hopefully in a video. So thank you. My Lord said, keep up the good work. Thank you, my Lord, for your super chat. Super David Pro, thank you for your super chat as well. Everyone, thanks for the super chats. I answer the super chat questions before all others because it just makes me feel bad and it makes my heart break to see people pay for that, and then I just ignore it. It's horrible. I always have to be so dramatic, don't I? Chukoi said, thank you for your crusade. You're not alone. May God be with you through Christ Jesus. Thank you so much. And Davidov said, AP, you are AP. AP, you are absolutely amazing, clever, honest. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I don't want to read... No, what I'm trying to say is I don't want to read out loud the praise comments, but thank you so much for all that. And thanks so much for being here. Thanks so much for participating. Don't forget to like the like button. What do you think of the burkini? I think it's very absurd, but it's kind of practical. If people want to do that, why would it bother me? Rafiq Animated said, would you consider making an HD rendition of your profile picture avatar? I would actually love to. If you have an idea, if you want to do something like that with me, please contact me. All right, let's see the comments. Are you a father, Tom S? Yes, I am a father of a beautiful little son who is currently 2 years old. Gig TV, you can contact me on Twitter. I'll probably see your message there. I'm currently a little bit back with my messages on Twitter, but I'll probably see it. Oh, by the way, all the people asking me if I'm okay on Facebook, I totally forgot that. I see people are sending me messages on Facebook saying, "Hey, are you okay? What's going on?" Because I'm not posting anything on Facebook. But the thing is, I have been blocked on Facebook. I have been banned for 30 days. Just 2 weeks ago or so. I'm still banned until May 13th for completely old posts that I made before that Facebook always considered offensive. Facebook considers it offensive if you say hello. But yeah, I have a ban currently until May 13th, which is why I can't respond, not even from my personal account, can't respond to people who sent me messages, and I can't post anything. A good friend also contacted me, a friend that I made very recently, a German rapper, Ben Salomo. To all those people in Germany who know him, he's awesome. He asked me recently too. I couldn't respond to him. If you're here, know that I really can't use Facebook right now because Facebook banned me for using words. Thanks everyone for the participation. Thanks for being here. Feroze Ashfaq said, "When are you coming with errors in Quran? Exact date." Okay, I said it at the beginning of this live chat. I should say it again. I have been planning on making a long video with all the mistakes in the Quran, and I wanted to post that as my comeback after coming back from this break. The thing is, my break took much longer than it should have taken because I had a lot to deal with. And I have kind of, after working on it a little bit, I've revised my plans and thought it would be a much better idea to make 3 videos. And one of them is all scientific mistakes in the Quran, all factual and historic mistakes in the Quran, and all absurdities in the Quran. And as a 4th part, I probably want to also make a conclusion and absolute destruction of the Quran video to summarize all of it. But that will definitely come here. I'm currently just making a few videos to warm up for that. And then soon I will come with that great project and cause the end of Islam, while also working on my book that is supposed to bring the end of Islam. I'm making very big claims here, but I can. I'm the apostate prophet. Iodor Deutschland said, "AP, why did you leave Germany?" I had to leave Germany because I was only 15 years old and my parents 16 years old, and my parents wanted to leave Germany, and I had basically no say in that. So sadly, yeah. But I always loved Germany. I always consider Germany my home country. It's I always have a very deep emotional connection to Germany. I would say just greetings, hello to everyone in Germany, to everyone who is lucky enough to have been born in Germany or to be living in Germany. It's just a beautiful country that I miss every day. I have been there quite a few times ever since, but I wasn't able to go back there and live there. Dennis Porafi said in a super chat, "Can you show Islam will end soon statistically?" I would love to. I'm currently writing a book in which that will definitely be one part of the book, of the whole argumentation. But I also want to make a video about that very soon. And I'll definitely do that. But apostasy is rising. Islam will not be relevant in 2 centuries, I would say. As your prophet today, I want to say in 2 centuries, Islam will be gone. First and last said, Jesus is Lord. He said it. Thanks everyone for the participation. Thanks for being here. Share this with with all the people that you know. And thanks for all your comments. Thanks for the super chat, Josh V. No question attached, but I appreciate that. Anisha Khan said, "AP, why you respect Christianity or Judaism? Isn't they also source of Islamic teaching?" No, they are not. Christianity and Judaism are very, very, very different from Islam. Very different from Islam. I would love to make a series on how different Christianity is from Islam and how different Judaism is from Islam, and then also how different other religions are from Islam. But the claim that that Christianity, Judaism, and Islam are just such close siblings to each other is mostly wrong. They have very, very little in common, except being based on Abraham, except believing in the one God, and so on. But practices, the whole logic behind God and creation and so on is so greatly different. But thank you for your comment. I know you're trying to attack me kind of here, but I thank you anyway. Bird brings the word. Thanks for your super chat. Sup, looking fresh with the cut and beard is on point. I hope all is well. Blessing to you and your loved ones, AP. By the way, Jesus is Lord. I don't know why I'm rapping this, but thanks for your super chat. And thank you so much for your well wishes. Thank you so much for being here. And all the best to you and your family and everyone you know. What are my thoughts on Angela Merkel? Amit Sharma. Angela Merkel did a lot of garbage in Germany. she caused a lot of bad stuff in Germany that many people are quite angry about. But she has also been in charge for such a long time, and she has also done some very great things. I wouldn't say that she was a horrible leader of Germany. She has also done very nice things that many people appreciate. But there have been some problems, especially the whole migrant crisis, that she can be widely held responsible for. And in that, I think that she did a horrible job. But she'll be gone soon anyway, so. And then we can post Merkel is gone memes. Isn't that amazing? I wanted to leave at this time, but I'll be here for a few more minutes and then I'll be gone. But thank you all so much for coming. Thank you all so much. For a last time, treat the like button like virgins in heaven, and pretend that you're a jihadi. Push the like button, share the video, and I love you all from the bottom of my heart. Let me see a few more comments, not just the super chats, just regular comments as well. Study Sikhism, Joe James. I want to. I didn't find the time so far. Bert Ernie said, do you like death metal? Rarely, but yeah, rarely. Ian Rocco said, too bad if you convert to a different religion. I don't believe that it would happen, but if I ever do that, please respect me, because I respect you as well. Obi-Wan said, AP, did you know Moses Mary was Jesus's mother? Moses Mary was Jesus. You mean, okay, yeah, I know what you're referring to. Bert Ernie said, what is your favorite music? I have a very, I don't know. Recently, I'm listening to all kinds of stuff. I listen to pagan folk. I listen to different kinds of old classic rock music. I listen to all kinds of things that just soothe my heart and make me feel nice. Yeah. Rachel Ryle T. Roca said, we love you, take care of yourself, get time in nature. Thank you so much, Ryle, for your well wishes. Thank you so much for your well wishes. I appreciate that very much. I appreciate that very much. That's the most German that I can go. More comments, more regular comments. I don't see more regular comments as questions. Kinti Jarani said, what would Islam have been if Europe didn't have open borders? I think it would be much more primitive, but it would be far away from the Western world. So Carlos Alberto said, what are your passions in life besides being very articulate in explaining Islam? Thank you. Have you considered doing other content on YouTube too? I have considered doing different things on YouTube too. I have a passion with history. I've had it forever, since I was a very early teenager or even a child. I love studying history every day. I've done it ever since. I love reading about different cultures and educating myself on cultures, cultural differences, history, religions, mythology, and so on. I love those things. I don't know, that sounds very boring. Like I'm sitting in this room with just texts everywhere and just reading and reading all day in a dark room and all. But yeah, that's not all. I also I have different passions as well. But thank you so much. Uh, I love music very much. I love music. Very, very much. My Lord said, big mistake of Muhammad. Jesus was given no book. Absolutely. I want to come to that issue as well. The Quran makes very, very weird claims about Christianity and about Judaism, about the Bible in general. I want to come soon on to talking about these things and pointing out the mistakes that Islam makes in factual stuff. But I'm making a video about that. I'm making a great series about that very, very soon. Daniel Omitted said, Romans 12:18, if at all possible, be at peace with all men. Here's a pretty major difference between Christianity and Islam. Absolutely. There is a difference between Christianity and Islam in that Christianity says, who lives by the sword will die by the sword. In how it teaches you to forgive, to love your neighbor, even if he is from not from among your people, which Islam definitely doesn't. It says the opposite in the Quran. There are so many differences in the mentality between those religions, not only in the theology. And I would love to keep pointing that out more and more. Anyways, thank you so much for your participation, for being here. Farhan K said, yo, apostate prophet, are you Jesuit controlled? Jesuit controlled. Wow. I probably am. But thank you for your comment. Habibi said, will you ever go back to Turkey again? I don't think I would ever go back to Turkey, mostly because I don't like Turkey, because I don't like living in Turkey, because I never liked living in Turkey. I wouldn't see a future for myself in Turkey, because I have a lovely family here in America, and also because I don't feel any personal connection to Turkey, because I might have been born into a Turkish family, to Turkish parents, but I myself have been born in Germany, loving the German culture and the German country. So I consider myself much more German than I consider myself Turkish. And no. AP, what is your real name? My real name is Ridvan Aydemir. But thank you for your question, Minjum Kwan. Faceless Man said, what are your thoughts on Hinduism? I think it's a very interesting religion. It can't even be called a religion. That's what I learned from my studies on Hinduism. It is more of a way of life, because it's not a religion in the sense of the Abrahamic sense of religion. It is not a set of ideas where you are expected to do certain things and expected to follow a certain way of thinking and so on. There are so many different ways, so many different paths that you can choose from, so many different characters that you can look up to, and so on. So it's quite different from what we outside know as religion. But I think it's quite interesting. I would need to study much more about it to say more about it. Warrior Woman said, AP, love your bromance with David Wood. Here's my brofist to David Wood. I really like having these talks with David Wood. I think he's doing a great job. I think I really like talking to him. I don't know. He's cool. All right. Let's go into some final comments, some final super chats as well. And then I will slowly be getting off here and going back into my world. Iranian 127 said, don't you think Imam Tawhidi tries to legitimize Islam by showing that real Islam like him, real Muslims like him, are peaceful? Absolutely. I don't agree with Imam Tawhidi's methodology at all. I don't agree that there is any benefit and anything great in pretending that good Muslims are actually very very peaceful, very different people who are different from the majority of Muslims and so on, because that's wishful thinking. That's not how Islam works. He says that because he wants to change Muslims. He says he doesn't want to reform Islam. He wants to reform Muslims. I get that, but it's wishful thinking. But thanks for your question. There was just one comment about my books. I want to answer a question about my books, but I lost the question. Anyway, so some more questions before I leave this place once and for all. The Hennen Harden said, said, du sprichst Deutsch? You speak German? Yes, I do. Ich spreche Deutsch. Ich spreche Deutsch. Deutsch ist meine Muttersprache und ich liebe es, Deutsch zu sprechen. Und ich würde euch allen empfehlen, Deutschland sehr, sehr zu schätzen. Ich war einmal auf einem Flug. Okay, let me not exaggerate. Let me say this in English. I was once on a flight from Germany back to Turkey when I had left Turkey long ago. That was like years after we moved to Turkey. And I was on a flight, and some old man sat right next to me on the flight. And I thought, oh, come on, now there's an old man next to me, so I can't sleep now here. Why would I say that? Anyway, so he started talking to me, and we talked a lot about Germany and about how things are different between Turkey and Germany. He was also he asked me about my beliefs, and he actually asked me about whether I believe in Islam or not. And he kind of I still believed at that time, and he kind of said to me, "Why do you believe in all that magic stuff?" That was weird. But he said to me that it's very controversial nowadays that to kind of like your own country, to appreciate your own country. He said, I'm not even someone who could be described as a patriot or a nationalist or whatever you want to call it. I don't really care that much about our differences and so on. I like bringing different cultures together. But he said, I just want to tell young people when I see them in Germany, after going to a different country and coming back to Germany, especially after going to countries like the Islamic world and coming back to Germany, I want to tell them to just take a second after you land and just kiss the ground and appreciate this country. And that just, I don't know, that made me feel like, ooh, that's really what I really needed to hear in that moment. Made me feel quite a, I don't know. Anyway, you get the point. Germany is wonderful. I love it. I'm not going to be here for another hour. Horatio Triskemetus. I really want to go around right now. Let me look into a few more comments. Okay, let me read the last super chats. Seriously. The critical repository said, do you study much conflict war? Love to chat with you. I do. I've been studying history forever. I've studied about so many different things in history. I especially like the era that starts from around the 700s in Europe up until the 19th century, but still further into that. But I kind of like the whole era. Not the era, it's more than an era, but the whole time between the 700s and the I don't know, a few centuries ago. I liked the whole thing, but my focus has always been Europe. But yeah, I have a passion with that very much. Epic Bald Guy said, love your channel. Why have I heard the common argument all about how you interpret it? Why have I heard the common argument all about how you interpret it when referencing issues with Islam? Is it due to separate texts and cross-referencing confusion between them? It is very much, but it's mostly, I really have to tell you, it's mostly just an excuse. It is, when you go into the Islamic world and Muslims talk to Muslims, to each other, no one talks about how you interpret Islam. Seriously, most people don't talk about how you interpret Islam. They just say the weirdest things, and they don't, two Muslims in a conversation in an Islamic country don't confront each other, don't meet each other and think, oh, don't you find that this is a very, very great thing that we Muslims do? And then the other says, oh, we actually don't do that. That's just your interpretation of Islam. It's not my interpretation of Islam. That never happens. People share those ideas that we are sharing with the rest of the world. This whole how you interpret it nonsense just comes up when people defend Islam in the West or in different cultures. But thank you so much for your super chat and your question and your comment. Mike Castellano said, AP, can you do videos on most commonly used arguments for Islam and how to debunk their positions, like no compulsion in religion? I'm trying to make individual videos for those, but I will. I'm kind of planning on doing something like that as well. I took a lot of time and planned a lot of things. I'll be more productive in the near future. And finally, Hovishka said, "How do you? What do you think about Zoroastrianism? It almost got wiped out after the Islamic invasion of Iran. Hope you make a video on the aftermath of the invasion of Iran." I want to make that. I wanted to make that forever, but I'll definitely make that. I think it's sad. Although Zoroastrianism is a religion that has its own problems, it's sad that we don't have any that we lost most of the traces of Zoroastrianism. And that is it from my side, dear ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining one more talk from the Apostate Prophet tonight. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you for your participation. Thanks for your comments. Thanks for being so wonderful, everyone. Thanks for all your support. Finally, before you leave, don't forget to smash the like button. Don't forget to do whatever you want to do to your worst enemy to the like button. Be merciless to the like button. And thank you all so much for being here. Thank you really all so much. Have a wonderful day, a wonderful night, a wonderful time. I'll see you soon in one more video very soon, most likely tomorrow. Have a great day again, and thanks for all your support, especially all those who made super chats, and stay away from Islam.